how much money am I gonna make off of this ATM? Well, if you were listening, I told you that the average business, like maybe between 4 to 8% of every person that comes in, right, they use the ATM. Remember, you want to install these ATMs in places that have a lot of foot traffic and are cash businesses. Like for example, a barbershop, cash business. I never seen in one barbershop that takes cards. Not allowed. Strip clubs, gentlemen clubs, what else? Like pizza places, like all of these things, like they're very useful, right? And even college campuses and bars, like oh my gosh, they're killer. Remember when you put it in like a bar or something like that, where people are kind of like a little flimsy, you could set it like from $3 to maybe $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. So people won't even care because all they really care about is convenience, getting that cash so they can continue their party. So for example, let's say the average business has a foot traffic in New York, by the way. I'm talking about New York. I don't know where you live. If you live in Kansas and like the average business gets like 3 customers a day, not a good idea to put an ATM there. But say for example, you get 300 people coming in and out every single day out of this business, right? So 300 people. All right, 300 people. And say, for example, also that 8% of the people that come in use the ATM, right? So we times that by 0.08%. Now we get 24 people, right? Now, listen to this, right? Guys, the average ATM cost, the average ATM charge, we call it a subcharge in the ATM business, is only around $3, right? You're probably saying, Tommy, that's not a lot, right? But check this out. So we have 24 people using the ATM every single day per transaction. And by the way, the average ATM transaction is around $60. So it's a lot. I'm going to do the math for that too because I want to make sure I cover everything. So we got 24 people coming in. We are charging them $3 per transaction. That's around $72 a day. And we do the same for around an entire month. We times that by 30 for 30 days, 1 month. We're getting like $2,000 every single month from that ATM. Say for example, you install 5 more ATMs in like 5 different locations because you're not going to put it in the same location to be competing with your own ATM. Doesn't make sense. We times it by 5. Well, that's $10,800. You're in the 5-figure income every single month. But here's the question, right? You're probably saying, Tommy, I get that because you're not dumb, right? I know you guys are not dumb, and you're probably telling me, Tommy, I get that, but how much money is gonna be in that ATM so that can actually happen? Because I don't have that much capital, bro. I don't have $100,000. So how much money can I actually put into this thing? So for example, remember I told you that Cardtronics provides a back office. So every time you put in like $2,000, right, and it's running out, you get a text and it tells you, hey, go reload. You know what I'm saying? And you can just go and you can just reload it and use the same money because you're just recycling the money. You're not actually spending any money. So for example, say we do the same thing, right? 300 times 0.08, we get 24 people. Say those 24 people on average to take out like $60. So we times this by 60. So that's around $1,440 that have been withdrawn from an ATM that day. So that's practically means that every single day you're actually going to have to refill that ATM. But on average, guys, because it says $60, but most of the time people are just taking like $20, $10, you know what I'm saying? So let's make it 24 times 10, like not even 10. 24 times $20 being taken out, that's only $480. Well, you reload it with $2,000, we divide 2,000 divided by 480. Well, we get 4 days, basically, right? 4 days of business. So every 4 days you go in and you put in the money. And remember, since you made profits, I think it's $72 per day, right? Since you made profits, you just put that money in there too and just keep doing it over and over and over again, right?